Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm Sam Madavi coming to you this week from the Chevys and the Smokies and Corvette Expo from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
This week, we're joining a celebration of classic American muscle at the Chevys and the Smokies and Corvette Expo. This legendary event, held in beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, is a dream come true for Chevy lovers. But also, Corvette enthusiasts won't want to miss this event. It's a weekend packed with horsepower and hot rods, featuring gleaming Corvettes of all generations. Feeling competitive? Enter your ride in the show and shine, or take a scenic Corvette cruise on the legendary Tail of the Dragon. The color scheme, the two-tone, it's beautiful. So tell me about the car, Ricky.
I bought it from a guy out of Kentucky. We cut it down and put the front end all under it, and I've done some radio system and all in it.
Very nice. I like the interior.
And they all work perfect.
So what kind of engine do you have in it?
It's LS2. Everything is brand new on it. I had it 2.5 years.
Yeah. And you said it was about 85% done
when you got it? It was 85 done, and we went in and done stuff to the alternator and all.
So was it already painted when you got it?
It was painted, yes.
Wow, nice job. They did a good job.
We didn't want the front end that abundant, but we did. But we did a good job of putting it back. I found the seam, we welded it back in, where you can't tell it, you know.
Yes,
but,
yes, very
nice. But it's real.
The hinges,
the
nice
hinges,
big beefy
real,
billet hinges. It matches the front core support really well,
right? Yeah.
Right?
It still needs one or two little, not nothing real bad, you know. It ain't nothing like a stern rod. It needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
But I had one ordered, but I'm gonna pull that one, I'll powder coat it, put it back.
Just make sure you keep the paint off the splines.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? And these Nomads have been hot forever.
Forever.
And becoming even hotter and hotter every day.
This one here had a lot of money.
So your plans now are to sell it?
Yeah, we don't sell it. I'm gonna carry it home and run. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit in the back. It sits a little low to me.
And what kind of trophy did you win this weekend?
Well, we won that Smoky, the top 5 here, you know. But
yeah, good job. Congratulations.
Said, yeah.
You know, all these cars have a story, and this one's story is so cool. I'm gonna have Rob tell you all about Jim's car.
So this is one of Jim Bryant's last vehicles. Jim was a fiberglass extraordinaire. He actually built the first all fiberglass boats. He started a company called Thundercraft, sold that to some investors, and then started Bryant Boats because he wanted to do something completely unique. And that was build an all fiberglass boat. But his passion was cars. So he's built a series of Corvettes, 57s, and I was fortunate enough to meet up with Jim. He started a Chevrolet to run in drag racing, which started in Top Sportsman and developed into Pro Modified. So Jim also built a totally fiberglass Pro Stock style 57 Chevrolet that ran 680s and a quarter mile at 205 miles an hour.
Wow.
And Ravel actually did a model of the second car, which was that was a nice thing too. But Jim's just such a unique guy. His passion for cars, we always laugh because talking to guys, he would come up and say, he'd give you 5 minutes of boat time, and then we had to talk about cars. You know, that was his thing. Yes. He started when he was a young man. He actually built dune buggies after school, and then bought a Corvette that was burned and completely redid that Corvette.
Crazy.
And Jim passed in December of 2023, right after this car was completed. But we were fortunate to get to take him on a test drive. We're honoring his memory with these cars.
Man, Job, you look so good in your daddy's Camaro. One day I'm going to see you driving this thing coming to this show, aren't I? We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by Car Capsule.
If you haven't already, you need to check out our website, lokar.com, and check out our steering wheel division. We've got tons of steering wheels, our traditional wheels that we've always had, full leather wrapped, hand sewn here in the United States, but we're always innovating, right? We've also worked into more of the classic, modern, muscle car looking type wheels with our new Track GT truss style wheels, constantly innovating. We have a full customizer on our website for you to jump on there, visualize your wheel, check it out, change the leather color to what you want, change that horn button, and see what that's gonna look like. Change the polish to a black finish, whatever's gonna fit your interior. Check us out, lokar.com. Jump on that steering wheel customizer, make it your way, figure out what you want. We offer tons of things, customizations for them. You can give us a call and we can maybe even do something more custom for you with your own leather or even a design you're interested in.
Man, this is nice. That color scheme is absolutely crazy. Welcome back to Chevys and the Smokies and Corvette Expo. What an absolute beautiful split bumper Camaro that Randy has had restored, that he did most of the work on.
This is a 70 and a half technically, but we call it a 70 because GM didn't really make a 70. They made a 70 and a half because of the tooling that they had the problems with.
You said that it was under a blanket for how long?
This car was bought brand new in 70 by a friend of mine. His nickname was Dauber, real name Tommy Whitaker. He bought it, put it over a dealership where his brother worked, and it stayed there forever. He took the LT1 out, put a 454 LS7 in it, which at the time was a crate engine, put it in, did a little street racing. Well, I tried to buy the car forever. He wouldn't sell it. He knew I was going to flip it. So when he passed, which he passed with cancer, his widow said, you know, Randy, Dauber wanted you to have the car. Of course, I had to pay her, but we bought the car. We did a full restoration on it, rotisserie, put an Art Morrison chassis under it. We put a ZZ383 stroker, mini tubbed the car, full leather interior, painted her Viper red and held the orange.
I love how under the hood it looks period correct with the small block in there. You did a good job by switching that back out.
Thank you. That was our whole goal the whole time, was to make it look like it should.
Yes.
And not mess it up.
This one totally is justified with how it should look. LS swaps, LT swaps today are really big and popular, but to see this go back to its original form is deserving of that small block. You know, Scott, to come to a car show and see an all-original Chevelle, you see so many restaurants, but you really don't remember what the original copy was.
Right.
Right? And to see this is so special.
This is a 1970 Chevelle SS. It's the LS6 454. It's all restored to OEM original.
Original specs.
Between getting the proper parts that are date coded and part number correct for the cars, having them restored, putting it back together. We went from front to back on this car, making sure that everything was exactly correct as it rolled off the assembly line.
I saw the little stickers and tags and all the piping and plumbing.
It has all the inspection markings along the under the body from when it went down the line, and they would check it out after they did something, and it's all original.
Now, you just restored this yourself?
Yes, me, my son, and my wife restored this car ourselves. It's kind of a hobby. I had one when I was younger and always wanted to get another one, but of course these cars went through the roof, pricing and everything, so I was able to do this and as a family, and it came out very nice.
I saw the other cars you guys do as a family together as well.
Right.
Isn't it cool to have that as a hobby? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You don't get tired of it ever, you never get sick of it.
No. Raising our son, he's 22 now. At the time, we did a restoration with him on a pickup truck, a 55 F100, and he was 14 years old at the time. He's a big car buff too, and everybody enjoys it.
We'll be right back with more of the Chevys and the Smokies and the Corvette Expo, brought to you by our official sponsor, Car Capsule. Man, you guys got to check out Vets for Vets. It's an awesome foundation that takes care of our fallen heroes. This is one of their Corvettes. Welcome back to more of the Lokar Car Show. I'm here with Greg Harris and Steve Jenkins, and they are the promoters of the Chevys and the Smokies Corvette Expo here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And you guys knocked it out the park. Again here, this is my second time coming, and it has grown so much just from last year.
Great weekend. We've had a great turnout. The cars, man, the cars. We filled the outside up, the inside. I know we had 800 cars outside today.
And all the new people and all the new cars
Yes.
that have come this year from last
Yes.
year.
A different crowd, great crowd. Everybody loves this area. Everybody loves the LeConte Center here in Pigeon Forge. Great venue.
Family oriented.
Yes, 100%. And people love this. We love it. That's why we're here.
Two
We did
cruises.
2 cruises.
We did
this
2
year.
cruises. We already blew your mind there, didn't
Yes,
we?
you did.
We did a cruise on Thursday, a 65-mile cruise, on top of the Dragon cruise on Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is
So-
cool. And there's nothing like a cruise, especially with a bunch of cars like that. And just think about the people on the side watching you go by.
Yeah.
What an
Yeah.
excitement it is for them.
Just smiles on their face. They don't know where all this is coming from. They're like, what am I missing?
Yep.
Where do I need to go?
How do I get involved?
Absolutely.
And that's what we want to get their attention.
The Vets for Vets are here doing their
Yes.
thing, you know, promoting for the veterans. You know, the cars that they brought are impeccable. It's incredible.
They have brought at least 60 cars to this event this weekend. Great folks do great work for great people.
So it looks like you guys are almost outgrowing your lot here. I mean, what are we going to do next year and the following years?
We're going to make it work, yes.
It's going to keep growing and
Yes,
growing.
yes,
You guys-
it is.
We all know how hot C10s are and how popular they've become. This is absolutely beautiful. Shane, tell me about your C10.
It's 72 C10. I've had it for several years. Put it on air wheels.
And in 2007, this thing was restored and painted.
Yes.
And that paint is original from that year.
Yes.
That's incredible. What a job he did. So this is a complete original restoration,
Yes.
right?
It was when we got it. Then we started changing. Still 350 automatic. Changed the AC. Moved the tank. Wanted to look original, just low.
Yeah, absolutely. You did a good job with the AC. Removing that whole box from the engine compartment and putting it under the dash cleans up the engine bay so much.
For now, I'm gonna keep it the way it is, and it'll probably be my daughter's one day.
Oh, that is so cool. How old
Yeah.
is she?
She's 11.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yes.
It's that she's into vehicles and all
Loves
that
it.
stuff.
Loves
Oh,
it.
That is
Loves
awesome.
it.
Do you
Yes.
have fuel injection in
No,
there?
no, it's a
Carburetor turns on every
carburetor, still
time.
carburetor. Works great.
Do you know carburetors? Can you tune them yourself?
Not really, no.
Do you have anybody in
I
town that
do.
can still do
I
it?
do.
So what kind of air ride suspension did you put on
It's
this?
airlift.
Yeah?
The full system.
And is that something you installed yourself?
I had it installed.
These are cars your whole family enjoys
Yes,
with you.
very much.
It's so cool to see a C10 in this nice shape with the original powertrain in it, because you see everything today is almost a swap and you forget what they used to look like.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Right.
a nice original copy of what it looks like fully restored. The deep hub, which only comes on a 01 or a Grand Sport.
Yes.
So I have to stop and ask questions.
It's 96, obviously, with the red interior and the 6-speed. A convertible, they didn't make very many, somewhere around the mid-60s. And this car is a special thing because it went to Doug Rippey Motorsports in 1998 after the gentleman that bought it. And I actually met him here at Corvette Expo about 3 years ago. So it's a pretty cool story.
So this is in the Grand Sport. It does have the LT4 with the aluminum heads.
Correct.
With 330 horsepower, you said?
Correct, but it was built to be 485 horsepower.
And 383 cubic
Yes,
inches.
sir.
Wow, that's nice. Usually the Grand Sports had a little fender flare over to accommodate for the wider 01 wheels. And that's why I had to take a second glance to take a look and see.
I think the best view of the car is actually from the behind when you're riding behind it.
Underneath it, yep. You see the wide tires
Yes,
in the
sir.
back?
We do a lot of cruise-in, go up to Somerset, go up to Crossfield, do some cruise-ins, go to a few drag races, so we drive it.
So does this thing have a soft top and a hard top?
No, so just a soft top.
That 96 6-speed red, was that 96 the first year they did that combination?
They had gray, black, and red interior, and the red's the most rare.
Yeah, because I've never seen one. And with the silver outside, man,
Yes,
that is
it's
hot.
good.
It pops
Yes, sir.
really good. I bet it makes good horsepower, and I bet you put some real love in it behind the wheel, right?
Absolutely.
Go out there and give it. And the C4 has really come back strong, you know?
Yep.
The C4 was so hot, C5 kind of took it away from it, but now with the C8 and the C7s, the C4s are becoming really, really desirable.
And you don't see as many around, so
No,
that's
you
kind of, you don't see, I've not seen another collector's edition here today.
It's beautiful. You know, the cool thing about car shows like this is you find die-hard enthusiasts like this guy right here. He even matches his car. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show brought to you by Car Capsule. Very good job, man. Thank you. Man, this is so cool. A brand new Chevelle, 1970 model, built on a brand new Camaro. This one's got 1,500 horsepower. You're gonna see a lot more of these cars at your local car show. Welcome back to more of the Lokar Car Show brought to you by Car Capsule. If you crave the thrill of classic Chevys and the timeless elegance of Corvettes, then mark your calendars and head to the Chevys and the Smokies and Corvette Expo. It's a gearhead paradise nestled in the heart of the Smoky Mountains.
Got a nice setup here at the Corvette Expo. I'm here with Phil Pataki, and we're talking all things protection, even the scooter. Man, I see you have a double protection on this one.
That's a long story. I'll tell you about that later.
I bet.
You know, it started out with a little rain, but we got a great crowd and people coming by and talking about how we can protect our vehicles.
And you know the SC1 is at home here at the Corvette Expo. Chevys and the Smokies,
I mean,
right?
We've been doing well with that. Had a lot of sales already, a lot of interest. And, you know, people like the branding, they like the look, and they like the performance, most of all. No dust, no dirt, total protection. No car cover can do what we do.
You know, it's amazing. You showed me earlier today a reel of the museum and all the capsules you have protecting all those high dollar cars. So much dust and dirt on top of the capsules, but when you zip them open.
20 years plus. And they keep on buying them. And they're storing $1 million, really priceless cars in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cars that are just one of the nuns. You go there and they're just caked.
I know my Cadillac is nice and happy in it outside.
The outdoor showcase has really taken off for us. He puts his Corvette in and puts his motorcycle behind it. Everything's in there, everything's covered, everything's taken care of. It opens up a whole other market because there's so many people that are out of space, whether it's a daily driver, construction equipment, a job site, emergency, fire departments are buying them from us now. So that has a whole nother level.
It is the perfect outdoor shelter. You can move it, you can put it anywhere, and you can cover all your expensive outdoor equipment by just zipping it closed.
It's been a work in progress from the day I started. It's been a fun process in order to make it happen, to bring positive attention to what it stands for.
Do you have any relatives and first responder relatives or anything like that?
My father was a first responder. He's kind of the one that got me started in it. I've never been a first responder of any kind. It's just something that brings me good attention to have them in a positive aspect.
That is so cool. Now, where did you get the ideas to do all this? I mean, there's so much done here, it's amazing.
All in my head.
Really?
All in my head. I had to think it through from the beginning to the end. I started with the engine compartment, transitioned to the interior, which then brought it out to the exterior of the vehicle, but it all started with the motor.
That is absolutely beautiful. The interior looks so good. I love the color scheme that you've got going throughout the whole thing, along with the lights. You know, you look at this car and you would think that it's a straight trooper coming after you.
Correct. Yeah, with the lights on, it does look pretty authentic. That's for sure.
So how long have you been showing it?
Well, I've been showing it since I've owned it, but it has transitioned from a couple of different aspects to what it is today. But it's been under this current theme since 2019.
Have you ever taken it to like a law enforcement sponsored show or anything like that?
Yes, sir. It's been to quite a few of those. Actually, I'm in my local police department recruiting video. I am the Texas chapter president for Vets for Vets, and trying to do what we can to bring awareness to veterans in need of help.
Oh man, that's special. That is really cool. And I bet you use this as a tool.
Yes, sir. It's kind of, they all work together with one and the same. A vet could have been an officer, went to a veteran, or a veteran that's now gone to a police officer.
Now, we've all seen the Bumblebee Camaro, but none of us have ever seen a Bumblebee Corvette, and Brian made himself one.
I've done everything to this car, from the design, from all the panels, the wrapping of the wheels. Everything is backlit acrylic. Everything's been printed by me, even the caps.
That's pretty cool.
Made by me.
Now, do you sell any of these products?
I do occasionally. I sold a few things. I don't advertise a lot, but yeah, I've made pretty much everything.
You know what I like, Brian, is the fact that you brought the carbon fiber accent from the inside of the cockpit all the way outside, and you went ahead and did the rims surround. The dish on the rim looks so good. You think they're carbon fiber wheels. You did such a good job laying it, you know?
It's wrapping vehicles is an art. Even the inside here, the mirror.
The interior on the back.
The interior, the rear, wrapping anything.
Yeah, very cool. I like that. You know, that's like a little race car deal right there, so you can see that the wheel's spinning and how fast it's spinning, right?
Even made the center caps cut out of aluminum.
Cut out of aluminum.
Yep.
Man, you must know how to use a 3D printer. You know, I can tell right now that from a distance, you can really see this thing pops.
I made the license plate cover, made the wicker bill.
I like how you incorporated the net in the back to lift up the top,
it looks like a convertible.
Yeah.
It looks like a convertible car, but it's not. It's just a Targa top car.
You got the only Bumblebee Corvette out there, so good job, Brian.
Yeah, I appreciate it. When I got this car, I said I want to be making my own and make it one of one. Yep. And I think I've accomplished
You
that.
knocked it out the park. Good job. Anytime you incorporate a mountain cruise through the tail of the dragon at the car show, you know it's gonna be a good time. You guys gotta check out the Chevys and the Smokies with the Corvette Expo here at the Pigeon Forge. For us, that's a wrap.